This video is a continuation of Part 1 Relationship Green Flags. Characteristics of a good relationship. If you have not had the opportunity to check it out, the link is in the description box below. Relationship Green Flag number 12 is the presence of intimacy. Intimacy can exist in a new or established relationship at varying degrees and levels of intensity based on the dynamic between you and your mate. Ways intimacy can be seen and experienced in a few of the following ways: care, inside jokes, flirting, patience, responding to connection please, patience, passion, intellectual dialogue, internal desire, and as stated before in Part 1 of Relationship Green Flags, and being present in real time. There is a significant amount of satisfaction and joy that comes from having true intimacy in your relationship. Not comparing your relationship to others and avoiding fantasy-based expectations from mass media will assist in establishing and nurturing true intimacy in your new or established relationship. Relationship Green Flag number 13 is pacing. This is simply two partners giving and receiving on multiple levels based on the quality of interpersonal connection. Also, pacing can include a couple setting your own timelines based on the wholeness of the individual and openness or commitment to forward progress. Relationship Green Flag number 14 is the presence of fun and laughter. Some individuals and couples have a more serious disposition and can be completely happy, content and have fun without being off of the charts with what they consider fun. Some couples see fun in pranking and poking fun at each other. While this may work for some, the idea of poking fun in an experimental manner that is not organic to the relationship can be a fox that destroys the vine. A fox that destroys a vine is simply reference to a small action that over time can cause significant damage to what is growing or being established. Community and familial connections are present in varying capacities. Humor is present in some way, whether intimately or in a communal way. The more secure a partnership is, the easier it is to enjoy the gifts of fun and laughter. Relationship Green Flag number 15 is vulnerability. The textbook definition of vulnerability is the quality or state of being exposed to the possibility of being attacked or harmed, either physically or emotionally. In a relationship, it takes trust to be vulnerable. Trust that what you open up about will not be used against you in a negative manner later. Having this level of trust can be challenging to some and easy to others. It is best to, while getting to truly know your mate, to know their comfort level when it comes to being vulnerable. Take care to allow them to open up at their own pace. This takes patience, and if you feel your mate and the relationship is worth it, can create a bond that will last a lifetime. In some extreme cases, you may find that a significant amount of healing may need to take place. If this is the case, a decision or two will need to be made. When a mate is able to be vulnerable, being empathetic to your partner's vulnerabilities will be present in a good relationship. No relationship is perfect and will meet 100% of this criteria at a given time, but it is never too late to seek or cultivate a good relationship as long as both partners are willing to do the needed work. In a good relationship, partners who are able to be vulnerable experience a level of safety that says, "It's okay. I love and accept you, and I am committed to going the distance with you." Now, not all relationships are meant to go the distance. Not all relationships make it to death do you part. One way to ensure that you are able to move towards having a good relationship is understanding that when you have left no stone unturned and given your best based on the time you are blessed to have, there are simply no regrets. There is no fault in having given the best you could and that your partner was positioned to receive. If a person is not your husband or wife, by default there is a limit to what can be given and received. That is just how it is. Acknowledge this, and if you have not, set a standard that clearly defines what a spouse is and what a boyfriend or girlfriend is. Blurred lines can cause confusion, and confusion is not a relationship green flag. If you give your best based on the definition of the relationship, you will be able to save or have enough left to give that will last for years to come in your current relationship, or tons to contribute to a future long-term relationship or marriage. It is important to note that some people will reach a point of critical mass before the other. A point of critical mass in human interaction is where An individual is completely maxed out on their capabilities, effort, faith, forgiveness, fortitude, willingness and knowledge that would assist in continuing to be in or moving a relationship forward. This is where some plateaus occur. Plateaus are not deal breakers for those who are truly in their heart of hearts with who they believe is a lifetime partner. There will need to be a mutual decision of whether or not the relationship or marriage is worth working through or parting ways. Other points of critical mass can include a person or both partners reaching full emotional, physical, financial or logistical capacity. If you come to the realization that your partner's individual capacity to have a long-term relationship is limited, it is not your problem. Accept and respect it. If you come to the realization that your own individual capacity to have a long-term relationship is limited, that is your problem. Accept and choose whether or not you want to do the work to become a better partner or continue with a pattern of failed or bad relationships, or even dying alone. We all have choices. If there is no hope of developing or creating a good relationship, it is okay to exit gracefully. We are all human. No one is perfect. If 20% of 100% of people who are dating are truly available both physically and emotionally, then when dating and entering relationships you have to be able to effectively avoid or navigate through the 80% or make sure you fall into the 20% by asking the right questions, knowing yourself, being honest with yourself and other person, practicing empathy with yourself and your partner, healing as you go and practicing trusting on multiple levels. Trust God, trust yourself, and trust your partner. Thank you for taking the time to listen to part 2 of Relationship Green Flags, Characteristics of a Good Relationship by Coach Connie. Please take a moment to like, subscribe and share this video if you know someone who can benefit.